Now let's check in with Martin Lambert from Kawasaki Motors Europe with more exciting models for 2021.
Let's talk about one of the most important new models, the 2021 Kawasaki Zh2se.
It's really the head of the Z family. That's its job in life, and it's, we think, the king of the super nakeds. It is an incredible machine, and it's got a huge level of electronic rider aids, but in its heart is a wonderful, strong, muscular engine.
We'll talk about these rider aids later on, Martin, but first let's listen to Kinuhata-san of Kawasaki Heavy Industries in Japan and hear what he has to say about this new model.
For 2021, we will introduce a new top-of-range model for our world-famous Z brand, the Zh2se. Since the first Kawasaki Z in 1972, Kawasaki has been a leader in the naked bike sector, and this new high-specification naked machine reinforces our place as a leader and innovator. With its unique balanced supercharged engine, the power, performance, and the poise of the ZH2 makes it the standout bike in its class. Now for 2021, we take the ZH2 concept to the next level with the introduction of KECS. This allows us to offer so-called skyhook technology for the first time. The skyhook concept imagines a hook supporting the sprung weight of the Zh2se and modulates the damping force, so that the wheel tracks the dips and bumps encountered while maintaining the motorcycle's composure with minimal disturbance. Additionally, the high-quality specification for 2021 also includes Brembo steel brake calipers along with Brembo master cylinder and steel mesh braided brake lines. With the class-leading performance of the Zh2se, it's good to know you also have high-quality brake components. Other rider-centric features include an easy-to-read TFT meter panel and the ability to connect your smartphone to your Z by downloading Kawasaki's Radial ZZ app. Using the app, you can change suspension settings, revise your rider mode setting, and many other functions, as well as reviewing previous rides you have made, along with fuel consumption figures and other interesting statistics. The Z family has always led from the front. Now with skyhook technology, the Zh2se pushes the boundaries of the naked bike segment to new places, delivering a unique riding and ownership experience. Thank you, and let the good times roll.
Let's take one step back to the engine, which looks quite impressive.
The engine is a 998cc four-cylinder water-cooled unit with that integrated, balanced supercharger. It is an integral part of the engine, and it is one of the fundamental parts that sets this machine apart in that super naked category. We create the supercharger ourselves. The design, the manufacturer is all in-house. It's our kind of corporate strength. We use materials from the aerospace division, we use help from the gas turbine division, so it's an incredible engine that can offer very docile maneuverability at low speeds and at low revs, and then a really strong mid-range because of the supercharger and a high top-end rush. But it's also equipped with a lot of electronic rider aids that help you tune the machine to yourself, to personalize it, an up-down quick shifter, and also the convenience of electronic cruise control. So it does have a wide range of facilities and rider aids to really fine-tune the machine to yourself. Tsugomi is basically a balance between technology and design. For every technological advance, there is also a styling or design gesture. Tsugomi is the driving force of Z and unique to Kawasaki. Okay, to start with the front, let's talk about the father of Tsugomi, Shunji Tanaka. His idea was that the front of the machine should have a face. So you can see the face in the headlamp style. The Kawasaki River Mark, that's only put on the most prestigious machines from Kawasaki's.
The middle part, the bulk of the beast. Talk about the beast.
Well, that is the very muscular heart of the machine. That's the mass centralization. If you think about it more like an animal about to pounce, that's that middle section. So the broad shoulders, the muscular stance. The rear is that suggestion of performance. The tail, which is a very sharp tail, a very sleek design.
You'll have to tell us about skyhook technology. Is it similar to what we see in cars?
Skyhook is quite rare in the motorcycle world. Easiest way to explain it, I suppose, is you could imagine a hook coming down from the sky and suspending the main part of the motorcycle. Then as the motorcycle goes along, the attitude of the motorcycle doesn't really change much, and it allows the suspension and the wheels to move up and down in the deviations of the road. For the Zh2se, it's a semi-active suspension, so that's similar to the Versys, but it's tuned specifically for Zh2se.
Martin, I seem to remember a kind of spectacular launch of the ZH2 in Las Vegas.
Yes, we went to Las Vegas Motor Speedway and gave people a chance to ride ZH2 on a banked NASCAR oval. Also for 2021, it has a new Brembo package. It has the Stylemer calipers, braided steel brake lines, Brembo master cylinder. So the level of braking technology has also moved forward for 2021. Electronic rider aid, Brembo package with the Stylemer calipers, shower technology with Skyhook, and the general styling look and feel of this machine. It is the range leader for sure in the Z family.
When you ride the most advanced Kawasaki Ninja Zx10r and you have proven yourself over and over, there's only one rider left to face. Face yourself.
Gradually refined to keep it in pole position on the track and at the head of the pack on the roads. Now we get a chance to take a closer look at the Ninja Zx10r.
It has 203 PS. Zx10r has a little bit more power and produces it in a slightly different way. It's a 998cc 16-valve water-cooled engine. It has finger followers. That means the valves are open longer and for greater duration, so it makes more power. It also has a valve train which is significantly lighter than a normal valve train. As well as that, there's things like a cassette gearbox, which is a racing feature, slipper clutch, so an assist and slipper clutch, and it's got an up-down quick shifter, things that you would only expect maybe on a race bike. There's a lot of World Superbike technology in there.
We're talking about the engine, Martin. I guess there must be a lot of action going on within that engine.
Yes, I mean, it's all controlled essentially by the brain of the bike, the IMU. You've got adjustable engine braking, for instance. You've got selectable rider modes. There's a lot of electronics going on. There are some day-to-day things that you might not expect at first. So, as an example, it now has cruise control. And even as an accessory option, you can get heated handlebar grips. So it does combine some of life's luxuries as well as being a strong supersport machine. Inside the engine, there's a lot going on, but in terms of the chassis as well, there's a lot of updates. It's got Brembo M50 calipers as an example, but on the RR, the way that it differs from the R is that it's also got things like Marcazzini wheels, which have been developed specifically for the ZX10 RR. The RR is what you would call race ready.
Yeah.
So it's ready to perform and to be modified or changed if you wish, or even ridden as it is for a super fast track day bike. One thing we really need to explore is the new Aero Package. There are integrated winglets on the front of the machine. These allow air to pass through the cowling through tunnels. That's 17% more downforce due to having integrated winglets. The aerodynamic package just takes things to another level. Greater contact area of the tyre, greater grip, greater feedback.
Here comes Jonathan Ray then, carving his way into the podium places. Third race certainly looks above human. World champion in 2020! The celebrations can begin! Ray has done it for a 6th year in a row! Can you believe it?
And on the rear seat, you'll see that that's changed the design as well. And that creates an area of low pressure. Add to that the fact that the screen is 40 millimeters higher, so the rider can tuck in more with those wider handlebars. And essentially the whole Aero package has been changed. It's been developed from World Superbike, and it's making a real difference to ZX10R and ZX10RR for 2021.
We will take our Ninja brand to the next level with technical and engineering updates to both the Ninja Zx10r and the Ninja Zx10rr. The Ninja Zx10r and RR have carried riders to over 120 wins in World Superbike races since 2011, as well as the world-famous Suzuka 8-hour race and many domestic championships, such as the British Superbike Championship. Jonathan Ray won his first ever race on his Ninja and has won multiple World Superbike Championships thanks to Ninja Power. So let's look at this bike of champions that is so loved by road riders, track day fans, and professional racers. The first thing to mention is that all the existing highly praised electronic rider aids, such as rider modes and sports traction control, remain for 2021. Added to this are many new engineering and technical updates, many of these as a result of input from the Kawasaki racing team. Hours of testing by the factory team riders, providing information to KCH engineers, has resulted in a number of innovations for 2021, including a new aerodynamics package, compliance with Euro 5 for machines sold within Europe, and further refinements to the ZX10RR specification. The cowling now features integrated winglets. As air passes over these, the effect is to create downforce. In fact, the 2021 ZX10R is a bit up to 70% more downforce than the 2020 model. It also has a new rear seat design that creates an area of low pressure behind the rider, and a taller screen resulting in more aerodynamics front profile and greater efficiency. Additionally, there is a new air-cooled oil cooler and new handlebar positioning, thanks largely due to the rigorous testing and feedback from the Kawasaki racing team. For the 2021 ZX10RR, Panko lightweight pistons are new, while the Panko lightweight connecting rod comes as standard specification. These and other measures reduce the cylinder head group weight by approximately 500 grams and also allow the ZX10RR to rev 400 RPM higher, making more peak horsepower than the ZX10R, as the machine that has carried racers to the World Superbike Championship podium every year since 2015. The ZX10R is a super sports icon, and for 2021, we have made both the ZX10R and the ZX10RR even better. Road or race, there is only one choice: Ninja from Kawasaki. Thank you, and let the good times roll.
It's got a different dashboard as well for this year, right?
Yeah, the TFT meter is different. It's really clear and easy to understand. The good thing is when you're concentrating on your road riding or even in track use, if you go to a track day, you can see it very clearly in your peripheral vision. And as you can see on the front of the machine, it has the river mark. So for 2021, the ZX10R and ZX10RR have that mark, which is only used on the most special and prestigious machines from Kawasaki.
Thank you very much, Martin. And a big thank you to you as well, our viewers, for joining us for this special presentation of the 2021 Ninja ZX10R RR.